Hi, good to see you again. In this video, I'm going to give you some insights on how to use ideomotor signals. Now, we start with the assumption that you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. My understanding is that all thoughts are processed in the unconscious mind out of conscious awareness and then arise onto the screen of consciousness of the so-called conscious mind. So if you think of the unconscious mind as being on the other side of the wall, you can call out to the unconscious mind, like, hey, unconscious mind. You can knock on the wall. The unconscious mind can hear everything that you say and do, but it's restricted in how it can communicate back to the conscious mind. However, with the artful use of questions, statements, and commands, you can build a communication channel to learn about the inner workings of the mind and facilitate transformative change. Now, one method of developing a communication with the unconscious mind is through the use of ideomotor signals. Ideo comes from ideation, mind. Motor refers to muscle activity. So mind affects muscle activity. Every thought that you have is manifest in some way in a physiological response, whether that be a head nod, a finger movement, a sense of warmth in the body, or an increase in heart rate. In working with others and yourself, it's useful to get a signal that is easy to see, like a finger movement. And once you've established a finger movement, then it becomes easier to learn how to use a hypnosis pendulum or even a water divining rod, if that should please you. And techniques used by chiropractors, kinesiologists, and body tappers will make more sense. So once you have a reliable ideomotor signal, whether that be through finger signals or a hypnosis pendulum, then you're ready to make a process of inquiry. Now, at this point, I think I need to make a disclaimer and remind you that I'm not a medical practitioner and that I'm not offering health advice. If you have a health problem, then you should go talk to a suitably qualified health practitioner. All I am doing is showing you how to build a communication system with your unconscious mind through the use of ideomotor signals, and then to communicate with your unconscious mind through the use of questions, statements, and commands. Some of the things that you can do is get an idea of something in your environment is good for you or bad for you. For example, are specific food items beneficial or problematic? For example, is bread beneficial to me? To what degree out of 10 is bread beneficial to me? Is bread a problem to me? To what degree out of 10 is bread a problem for me? There's a whole range of questions that you can ask your unconscious mind to try and gather some useful information. And you can ask, like, is a specific food associated with a specific health problem? For example, is bread associated with whatever health problem that you have? Remember, you're not doing a diagnosis. This is nothing to do with medicine. This is just about you learning how to have a quality conversation with your unconscious mind. This is about you and your unconscious mind. You're learning how to listen to your body by recognizing the ideomotor response. In addition to asking your unconscious about food items, you can use ideomotor signals to identify toxins in your environment. For example, nail polish and nail polish cleaner, outgassing from carpets, furnishings, paint, beauty products, cleaning products. Ask your unconscious mind if there is anything in the immediate environment that is harmful to your health, and see if you get an ideomotor response. You may also be able to check for EMFs, that is electromagnetic radiation. Ask if the internet modem is harmful to your health. Stand about 3 feet away from the modem and test to what degree the modem is harmful to your health. And then step back 6 feet and test. Then cover the modem with a sheet of metal and test. Now, I put an aluminium microphone case in front of the modem to try and block some of the radiation. It made a difference. And then you can test the mobile phone in the same way. You test with the phone switched on, when making a call, when surfing the internet. If you use earphones with the phone, then do a test with that. So just ask your unconscious mind if anything interferes with your sleep. For example, the phone, the modem, the computer, outgassing from carpets and furniture. humidity, the weather, too hot, too cold, eating too late, drinking too much, drug use, stress, noise, worry, etc. You're talking to your unconscious mind. And you're learning to listen to your unconscious mind. And when you fill your car with fuel, test to what degree the fumes are a problem. You could also test to what degree exhaust fumes are a problem. Stand at a busy intersection and test. Now, intuitively, you probably know that if it's not healthy to stand at an intersection. You know, after a while, it'll make you feel sick. Then you find a spot in nature away from the traffic and test. And how does it feel? Now, if you have an electric car, then sit in the front seat with the motor running and test. Leave your comments below. You could also ask if the outgassing from the vinyl in the car is a problem, and if it's healthy to drive with the window down rather than up. You can use Ideomotor signals to test for water. So a water divining rod works exactly the same way as finger signals or a hypnosis pendulum. I forgot to bring my water divining rod. It's just a steel rod like that. It's just like a pendulum, like a finger signal. Now you can also use Ideomotor signals to explore past lives and explore the period of time before 4 years of age. And when you get proficient with finger signals, then go for a walk in your local shopping mall and you sort of test everything. For example, you have to have a question to ask, like, is the veggie section healthy? Is this a healthy environment? And then you might go to the meat section. Is this a healthy environment? The fresh fish section. Is this a healthy environment? And the frozen food section, to the bakery, you know, the tin foods, down to the laundry, medicinal section. Now, intuitively, you probably understand that somehow it feels better to be around the fruit and veggies and that section. But when you go to the other end of the supermarket, where there's all the smelly cleaning products and that sort of stuff, it doesn't feel so good. It doesn't smell so good. It doesn't look so good, you know? Which section, if you had to spend your day, would you want to spend the day at the end around all those cleaning products and fly sprays and all that sort of stuff, or would you rather spend it in the with the fresh fruit and veggies? Now, and then walk past a nail salon or a beauty salon and test. Then when you get outside in the fresh air, test once again which environment is healthiest for you. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to elicit Ideomotor signals and the application of Ideomotor signals, then feel free to enroll in the online course on my website. Details are below the video, and I look forward to seeing you over on the discussion group on my website.